आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के टले हैं आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले हैं आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के टले हैं आजा जरी वाले आसमाने के
Good morning, all of you. A very warm welcome to all of you on this Saturday morning for our YouTube live series, that is the magic of logic. When you understand the concept, when you understand the logics, then definitely your pen is going to flow in 3 hours in exam. And even if they twist the question in the professional exam, you'll be able to do it. So the last 2 classes, just check, we have studied the pay grade scaling system, how to decide the basic pay. Then last class I have talked everything about dividend. What is the taxability of dividend? What deduction is given? How and all. So these concepts are very good for inter-final, all the students who are writing professional exams, CA, CMA, CS, all. And second thing is, apart from being very useful to all the students, you can take up notes. And you have to, everyone says that income tax is good, but then it is vast. So if it is vast, you all need to revise it in a different way. One second. It is replaying in the laptop. It is replaying. So when you say that you study it in different ways, sometimes the concepts by watching the recorded videos wherein detailed learning is done, sometimes by listening to these kind of the lines, revision videos, sometimes, even if you have completed for once the concept, but just when you are studying costing or any other subject, if you just scroll this repeatedly, it will fit into your mind properly and it will build a superb cemented base for final also. Right? So inter-final, all the students, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge that coming 10 minutes, if I teach the concept and if it is not clear, then comment below. If it is clear, then also comment below. What we are going to study today is, see, these are the topics picked up and discussed with the students where they are facing the trouble. Let us take up business head. When you compute the income from business head, you start with net profit, what is applicable in the books of the accounts, right? And you do certain add, certain less, and you get the business income as per income tax, right? And that is how you have to compute the income and pay the tax. Even for those who are writing final exam for companies assessment, one option is MAT. That add less is different. Another is your regular income, this add less, what I'm teaching, and then you compare. So now the mindset is in your notebook, which I call it, I hope you have written the heading, the magic of logic. And this is the third part of it. Coming 15 minutes, note down all the concepts. It's a promise, you will never have any doubt कि मैम इसको add करना है, less करना है या क्या करना है, right? So I'm sharing my screen as I have already, the way we are going to take it that way. Just one second. Huh? So many times, like technology, we do it. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can comment. After the concept, I'll be making up a very important announcement related to the new syllabus May 2024 and all. And also, we will be taking up this others, that is the doubts of the students regarding the one group and all that. Whatever you have mailed me, send me. Chalo. Let us quickly begin with this. Can you see on screen? This is the format of how to compute the business income. I've little pre-written to save my time. Today, this screen is giving trouble. क्या हो गया, सीधा टच ही हो जा रहे हैं हम तो. All right. See, the format of computation of the business income. Can you see? Start with net profit as per books of accounts. Write down. Net profit as per books of accounts. If you trust a teacher, write it. To sync it, ink it. Don't just take the screen of this and do. Right. Now, net profit as per the profit and loss account that is here. Now, look at this is the format. There are only 2 add and 2 less. Ma'am, ये क्या बात हुई? हम तो कितने सारे add less करते हैं तब जाके आंसर आता है. So for all the add and less, I'm going to my next screen. Look at this now. This is your P&L account. This is your GP. Say 50 rupees. This is your all the expenses, municipal tax, other expenses, depreciation as per books, and net profit 10. Now in this, we all know that municipal tax is allowed in business head. It is not an expense which is related to business head. Sorry, municipal tax is expense which is allowed in house property. Okay, so please disallow this. When I say disallow the expense, means this is not allowed. Scratch it. If I scratch it, what is the impact on the profits? If I scratch it, what is the impact on the profit? The profit will increase. So you have to add. Coming to depreciation as per books of accounts. In income tax, we allow depreciation as per block of asset method, right? So depreciation as per the books of the accounts, that is 7 rupees, is not allowed. Ma'am, if this is not allowed, scratch it. Agar scratching allowed रहता, तो rectification chapter नहीं होता ना, वहीं काटा पिटी हो जाती. If I want to disallow depreciation, if I reduce this expense or disallow this, what's the impact on profit? It will increase. So add it. Is this clear to all of you? Right? So now depreciation as per books, add back. Depreciation as or municipal tax allowed in some other head. Salary में allowed है या कहीं business head house property में allowed है, but it's not a business head expense. But by mistake it's debited here. Personal expenses, expenses related to other head. These expenses are not allowed. Provisions, income tax, transfer to reserve. It's not an expense. So if by mistake they have debited, disallowed. Disallow means scratch. Scratch means impact on the profit is, if these expenses are not allowed, profit will increase. So add back. Okay. When you add it back, then what is the impact on the profit? The profit will become, instead of 10, add back 3 rupees municipal tax, 7 rupees, and now the correct profit, book profit is 10 rupees, but profit as per income tax is 20 rupees, and you have to pay the tax on 20. Followed or not? Ma'am, you have taken 3 rupees, 10 rupees. We are in the concept learning. We are, opening up the magic of these logical learning. So let calculation be done by calculator. Abhi to 2 rupees, 10 rupees. Example ke liye. Is this first example clear? Come back. In net profit, add all the expenses which are debited in the books but not allowed. Personal expense, expenses related to other head, or depreciation as per books, add back. Correct hai? Now we will go to example 2. In example 2, again, I'm just taking this P&L account as a base. 50 rupees is my GP. Some expenses are there 40, and my net profit is 10. Now, depreciation as per books, you have added back 3 rupees, but they said depreciation as per Income Tax Act, section 32 is 5 rupees. Can I deduct it? Can I deduct it? Depreciation as per income tax is allowed? Yes. जो book का depreciation है वो तो add back कर दिया. I'm just keeping all these examples separate so that too much of confusion is not there. These are just to make your concepts clear. So, ma'am, you said depreciation as per income tax 5 rupees I can deduct. If I deduct, instead of GP 50 rupees, expense 40, net profit 10, if I deduct 5, my net profit will become 5. So whenever expenses are allowed but not debited in the P&L, now you debit. Now if you debit, what is the impact on profit? Less. So deduct. Ye raha, second wala. First wala, add all expenses which are debited but disallowed, less all expenses allowed but not debited. Scientific research is allowed, but you didn't debit it. Ab debit kar do. Ab debit karoge, to what is the impact on profit? It will reduce. So less. If you disallow the expense, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. So add. You know, if you can watch these kind of videos, it's very easy. Ye printed format hai, isko rat lo, isko solve kar lena. So thoda sa twist in the exam. So it takes time and, you know, gut feeling to watch these kind of videos and learn the concept like this at first. But once you come into this mode of learning, surely there is never looking back. I'll make you solve 30 problems in the regular class and you will say, ma'am, we don't have any doubt now about add and less. Okay. So is the magic of the logic opening up? One add. What is add? Expenses which are debited in the books, not allowed. Scratch. Increase the profit. Expenses which are to be debited, but they have not debited. Now you debit less. Okay. Now I'm going to my third example. My third example is, suppose if GP is 50. After that, in the P&L account credit side, dividend is received. So bank to dividend received, credited. Rent is received, bank to rent received, 7. Profit on sale of some furniture I have sold, 2 rupees, credited. Expenses 40 and say my net profit is now 20. Is the picture of the P&L account clear? All the P&L account I have taken different so that I can give you all the examples. Now see. In this, my net profit is 20 rupees, which is including all this also. But ma'am, dividend received yesterday only, last magic of logic, you have said it's taxable in income from other sources. Rent received is taxable in income from house property. Furniture बेच के कुछ profit आया, तो it is like block of asset method, short term capital gain. So no. These are to be removed. Nikalo. These are not business income. Remove. You have credited in the P&L account. Dividend received, rent received, but these are not income related to business. Remove. When I remove, what's the impact on 20 rupees profit? 20 rupees is including this 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. So what is the impact on the profit? It will reduce from 20 to 10. So I started with book profit. What is my book profit? 20 rupees. Deduct income which are related to other heads. यहाँ से निकाल दो. यहाँ से जाओ तुम. मैम पर मैं कहाँ जाऊं? तुम अदर सोर्स में जाओ, डिविडेंड. रेंटल रिसीव तुम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में जाओ. कैपिटल गेन में चले जाओ, फर्नीचर सेल का प्रॉफिट. यहाँ मत रहो. So less. निकाल दो. Less. So when I remove this income, what's the impact on profit? Net profit is reducing. So less. The third concept. If anywhere you feel my speed is little more, because I love seeing all my students' faces, और उनके faces पे एक screen चलती है जिससे पता चलता है कि कौन समझ रहा है, कौन क्लास में है, कौन बाहर है. तो वो मिसिंग है. ये ऑनलाइन है ना, लाइव क्लास एंड यूट्यूब. आई एम मिसिंग ऑल योर फेसेस. So do comment below the video. Pause the video. Take this example in your notebook. It's a challenge. Forever it will be clear to you. Come back to my main first page. One add is over, one less is over, and now this is another less. What was one less? Expenses allowed but not debited in the P&L. Now you debit. So if you debit, profit to kam hoga, less. Income credited to P&L account but not related to business. You have credited the income to the P&L account, but it is not related to your business. So what you will do? Deduct. निकाल दो. For example, I have not written example here, but dividend received, rent received, etc. These are not related to business, so remove. If they have been credited to P&L, remove. Last one now, fourth example. You have to watch this repeatedly, for sure it will be clear, and then you practice 2-3 problems immediately from your material. Put your hands and you decide, is this added or deducted and what? Okay. Fourth example is, this is the creditors account. Ma'am, आप income tax पढ़ा रहे, फिर ये single entry कहाँ से आ गया? Datas, creditors and all. Chalo. So I have purchased goods of 50 rupees. In full and final settlement, I paid him 48. 2 rupees is lying. Am I going to pay 2 rupees? No. Then 2 rupees is my discount received. Shall I take it in the P&L and close this ledger? You know, at the year ending like this, so many ledgers are open with chota mota closing amount. Either I have to receive, they are not going to pay. That's discount allowed. Either I have to pay, I'm not going to pay. That's discount received. So if I put 2 rupees discount received, it's my genuine income. Not discount received is like adjustment income. It's not in cash. But if I put this in discount received, my income, my net profit, which is GP is 50, expenses are 40, net profit is 10. And because of this discount received, my net profit will increase to 12. So the last example in the format, add income received related to business head, not credited in P&L. Now you credit. If now I credit, what is the impact on profit? Add discount received, example 4. So 4 examples में आपका पूरा clear हो गया when to do add, when to do less. Stop this. Let us do mind mapping. Okay, so let us do mind mapping now and look at the screen and to me. How do you start, dear students? Start with net profit as per the profit and loss account. Net profit as per books of accounts, profit and loss account. Add back all the expenses which are debited but not allowed. Scratch. So if I scratch, the impact on the profit is profit will increase. Add now all the expenses which are to be allowed but you didn't allow. So अब debit करो, profit क्या होगा? Less. एक add, एक less. Now in income side, incomes may credited are there related to other heads. Rent received, dividend received, by mistake they are credited in P&L, but these are not business income. Nikalo. If you remove impact on profit, less. Right? And expenses which are allowed, but you didn't debit. Now you debit, less. Expenses disallowed, you debited. Now scratch, add. Income related to business, discount received, you didn't take it. Le lo, profit ko badha do. Now I'll ask you one question. If you are listening to this video and if you're answering it here, the live chat is also on. If you have any doubt here, you can ask. Yeah, listen. As now all the festival season is coming, so for the upcoming Dashera festival, we gives diaries, and for the new year, that is December 2023, we will give calendar to all our datas and clients, say in December 23 for 24. And 50,000 is the expenses which is debited in the books. Aisa note likha hai exam mein. You know how business head problem comes, they'll give you P&L account and adjustment. Okay. So now they gave that 50,000 rupees expenditure incurred in distributing diaries and calendars in December 23 for 24 to all our datas with our company's advertisement. And this 50,000 is debited in the books as advertisement expense. What I should do? Add karu ya less karu? Answer. What I should do? Neither add nor less. Advertisement, is it allowed? Yes. Can I give diaries to my clients? Yes. 50,000 expense, can I debit in P&L? Yes. Have they debited properly? So they have debited proper expense. They have just given you information. तो इसको ऐड ही करना है, इसको लेस ही करना है, कोई लड़ाई नहीं चल रही. There are some adjustments in the exam which neither you will add nor you will less. You will just ignore by writing a note. Ignore by writing a note. See, I'll share the screen and I'll make that very clear to all of you. Are you all enjoying learning the concept like this? And in our regular class recorded videos, immediately after this, I give practice problem. Isko add, isko less. Ek 15 example kiye, so it will be like very clear. Is the format clear to you? I mean, say there may be 13 adds and 8 less in the exam, but everything will be within this only. Is this clear to all of you? Net profit as per the profit and loss account. Add expenses which are debited but disallowed. Add income which is related to business but credit nahi hai, ab credit kar do, bada do. Less expenses which are allowed but you didn't debit, so now less. Less incomes which are credited in P&L but related to other heads, nikal do. See, some expense which are debited, can you see this note? Debited in the P&L account, allowed as per income tax. Okay, debited in the P&L account and allowed as per Income Tax Act. Add or less, nothing. Ignore with a note. Am I clear? We are all Hyderabadis, you know. So what we do is, while eating biryani, for flavor, we put that bay leaves, cloves, elaichi. While eating, we put it aside in the plate. So there are few adjustments in the income tax question paper in exam. Neither you have to add nor you have to less. Clear? Okay, so just ignore. So these are, you know, this is a part of my booster notes. My writing is not so good here, but the printed booster notes are available in Concept Classes app. If you want, you can download and check, and you can order, wherein all the concepts will be clear like this. Donations are not allowed above 2,000, you know. So like this, all this is like 44 AD presumptive taxation. So all important pointers for 44 AD. Not like this handwriting, in a proper printed format. So is today's concept clear to you? Any example you have, ma'am, ye add or less clear nahi hai, comment below. I'll see all the live chats also and I'll answer your query. Net profit as per books of accounts, add expenses which are debited, disallowed, add kar do. Income related to business hai, credit nahi hua, up credit karo, add karo. Expenses allowed, but you didn't debit, now less it. Incomes, you know, I call it all kachra. Incomes related to other head. By mistake, if you credited, and that's having an impact. And you know how to solve the business head problem. It's like coming for 10 to 15 marks in all the professional exams. Start with the P&L account credit side. You know, I always say, dear students, read the problem in such a way that you don't have to read it again. टाइम कम है, 3 घंटे में पेपर खत्म करना है, कितने बार पढ़ोगे? एडजस्टमेंट, फिर मेन P&L. Start with P&L account credit side. Whatever is kachra, income credited, not related to business, less. Come on the debit side. Personal expenses, swimming class fees paid for the son. By mistake, some expenses are debited in P&L. They are not related to business. Add back. फिर adjustment में आओ. So you solve the problem in such a way that you don't have to read it again and again. Surely 10 out of 10 marks are yours. Take benefit of these booster notes. Share it with your friends if you really feel it is clearing up. And the promise is now on you. I'm putting all the best efforts from my side to share my conceptual knowledge across the students everywhere in India. So you make sure now you help me by sharing these conceptual videos with at least 5 of your friends. Comment below if you still have a confusion. And one more promise is, if you really want to learn this, immediately after watching the video, spare half an hour, take any of your business head books, institute study material, your coaching material, कोई RTP, कोई पुराना MTP जो है लो, और उसमें जो add less adjustments हैं उनको खुद से करके देखो. You will be able to solve and get 10 out of 10 marks, right? And now we go to the second phase of our life, that is announcements. So all the notifications for the new syllabus, which is going to be applicable for May 24 CA exam, interfinal, all is uploaded in the website. In our Telegram group and our WhatsApp group, I have circulated the FAQs PDF also. Okay, so all those, so many students are asking me the query, ma'am, if I write now, say CA inter first group, you have accounts, you have income tax, you have costing, you have law. But if I write only one group now, 4 subjects, in the May, how many subjects? Because in May, costing is shifted to group 2. So if you clear group 1 now, say for example, 4 subjects you are writing and you have cleared group 1 now, next time when you are writing group 2, there are only 3 subjects. One of the subject is costing. This costing is exempt for you. You don't have to write costing paper. Only 2 papers you will have to write. But with this, some self-learning modules are there, set A, B, C, D. So A and B you will have to clear within the time. Everything is very clear. If you still have queries, there are so many SSP portals and all are available. And you can comment here if I can help you out. If I start explaining all that, and there is no change in the syllabus of direct taxes, GST and costing. GST, little the sums and all for exemption, supply, the topic, that amendments are always there because GST is like most dynamic subject and ever changing. Absolutely no. So May 24 ke liye also, if you have taken the coaching for direct taxation, no problem. Amendment lectures will come up in the January 24. And with that, your this material, definitely you can do it, right? So just check in the Telegram group. I have circulated FAQs. If not, directly on the Board of Studies portal on the left-hand side, new scheme like this is blinking. Click that. In that, what is the syllabus, what is the material, what is the fee structure, when you can start the registration. Now from 1st August, those who will join the articleship, they will have only 2 years of articleship in the new, according to the new syllabus and all. Okay, right? So this is for clarifying all the announcements. And the third announcement is, from this 1st of August, we are starting up with the costing crash course, wherein the concepts will be covered in detail with printed booster notes, and we will be solving important questions. With this crash course, you will get the detailed recorded videos also, the hard copy workbook also, chapter wise revision videos for, repeating the format and the concepts, question papers, all question papers, chapter wise, professional level question paper. That's my challenge. It's like 23 years I've been doing what I know, and 100% after looking at the question paper and answer, you say, ma'am, it was too perfect, covering up all the MCQs, the choice and everything. House property ka alag paper, salary ka alag, non-integrated ka alag, operating cost sheet ka alag. Like that, they are prepared. So take the benefit of all this rather than doing all self-study. And I am doing this live in YouTube. I'm saying YouTube is super good for clearing your doubts for revision. But for once, you need a systematic and single mentor and systematic study under a mentor. So if you feel these kind of videos are helpful for you, go ahead with the coaching and download Concept Classes app. Check the courses. Any doubt you have, you can ask us. And last, as we close, every week we are going to share one mantra, right? So here we are sharing our mantra for today. 1 second. Can you see on screen? 1 second. What is coming on screen? One way to beat procrastination and distraction. These are the 2 major issues told to me by students. Ma'am, one is distractions in the surrounding, in the social media, And another is like procrastination. Okay, aaj se padhenge, kal se padhenge, and all that, right? So for that, only way to beat procrastination and distraction is to take massive action now, now, now. This is the mantra. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. It is superbly being applied, and 2 minutes I'll just talk about it. I hope these were the most fruitful 30 minutes. Look at the YouTube lives. If you have missed the earlier two ones, are there in the playlist. Yes. So what does it say? You know, many of the students are say confused कि क्या करना है. तो वो confusion से बाहर आओ, dear students. When you say मुझे नहीं पता, एक ग्रुप लिखना है नहीं, या CA करूं या छोड़ दूं, and all these kind of questions which are repeatedly coming inside, it is very common. You are not alone. After years of teaching, questions comes to us also. It's not that we are cemented, solidified. So what's the way out, you know, dear students? Take the decision. Taking the decision needs courage, but you take the decision. Not taking the decision are those students who don't want to take their own responsibility. Are you willing to take your own responsibility for your happiness, for your mood, for your success, for your life, for your future? Are you taking your own responsibility, right? So don't say मुझे नहीं पता, ये बड़ा weak word है, इसको हटा दो. Take the decision. Now when you take the decision, there are two consequences. Sometimes, you know, after it's, I don't know whether this decision is right or not, but after taking the decision, I will make it right. I do this many times. I just take the decision and I make it right after taking the decision. This is one way. And there are few instances, chances, consequences, people where we feel, no, this decision is not right. Change it, but decision to लो, action to लो. अभी पहले अलार्म नहीं बजा, अब अलार्म नहीं बजा, उसके लिए रो रहे हैं, तो कब करोगी, कब पढ़ोगी? So take the action, pick up the topic, what you like, start with 2-3 small topics, you know, you will feel that you have completed this. Make a good planner so that you enjoy putting ticks in that. There are 10 chapters out of that. These two are easy also, important also, you know. Start with that to give yourself coming back again in that study mode for your next exam. So are you clear? Procrastination and distraction. What is the way out? Take the action. Take the action. ठीक है, आधा घंटा सोशल मीडिया देखना था, 40 minutes देख लिया, फील हो गया, अब रखो, and now stop. Immediately stop. Take the decision, I'm saying. If you take the decision, if it is correct, good. If it is not correct, make it correct. It is still not correct, leave it. Change the decision for action to low. 1, 2, 3, 4, take the action and go for whatever option you feel. One group, two group, last week only we have discussed. I don't want to talk the same thing. What is your question? Any other question you have? Any other doubts you have? Accounts, taxation, costing, these are my core areas. Since years I have been teaching this. I myself got 95 in accounts. So all that mindset planner is there, that format, how to go by. But you have to work hard, dear students. और ये जो अंदर के जो क्वेश्चन है ना, ये बंद होंगे तो ही मैं पढ़ाई, वो नहीं होंगे. एक है, एक जगह पार्किंग है, उसमें जाके ना उसको बिठा दो. किसको? डाउट को. ये साइड में एक पार्किंग की जगह है, वहां फियर को बिठा दो. थोड़ा बहुत डर रहता ही है, and it is good also, little bit of doubt and fear. So just park them, be with them, but then you study. Trust yourself, you know yourself best. These are the few lines you may be feeling I'm repeating. And thank you so much for being with us. Last 30 minutes are over exactly. And here we complete this session. I hope you like this Magic of Logic series where the concepts are getting clear, announcements for the institute, for our coming up batches, what we are taking. And the third part is this mantra, what I have shared with you. Anything you want to add on or anything you didn't like, please comment below. It's nice to see what you all are feeling. Don't, you know, go into that shell. ऐसे एनर्जेटिक रहो. नॉलेज तो सब जगह है, बहुत ज्ञान मिल रहा है, बट इफ यू लव द एनर्जी, you also come in that energy. You be that super energetic and start your preparation now. Click the picture of your planner and post it below. If you feel this is really helpful to you. God bless you all. Thank you so much to all of you for attending this live and watching this till here. God bless you. Bye-bye. See you all next Saturday, 11:30 live for a very nice concept. All these concepts are going to be in costing also, tax also. Ab costing mein concept hai how to split the semi-variable expenses into variable. I know it's like basic, but even at final level, when you're doing marginal costing, standard costing, that cost sheet, that base is important. So let us make all the bases cemented. Half an hour is definitely worth giving, and do share it with your friends, and do make sure, even if you're watching this as recording, can you please make sure you're attending it live, sitting on a desk with your cameras on ka to sawal nahi hai. YouTube live hai. Those who want to join live, you can ask me. I'll send you the Zoom link. And being alert for yourself. अगर ऐसे सोते सोते देख रहे हैं तो हमें तो फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, बट वो लर्निंग अंदर नहीं जाएगा जो जाना चाहिए, राइट? थैंक यू. बाय बाय ऑल ऑफ यू. थैंक यू सो मच.